Hi, we are John and Viv. We spent 2020 converting a cargo van into our dream home and now travel full-time with our dog Gryffindor. We love capturing the testimonies of kingdom builders, so join us on our adventure.
It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart.
Welcome to Canada! John and I are doing a mini road trip, van trip through basically Toronto, Montreal, Quebec City, all the way to Nova Scotia. So we're just going to take you guys along with us. Our first stop is Toronto, and already we love this city. I think because it's probably the most multicultural, diverse city we've ever been in our lives. There's every type of food here, every type of person, the colors, shapes, sizes, beliefs, clothing, everything you can possibly think of. And 3 people have already guessed what kind of dog Griff is, and in the 25 states in the US we've been to, one person has guessed. So props to you, Toronto. You are smarter than America. No, I'm just kidding. We're only in Toronto for a day, so we're just gonna explore and see what it has to offer.
Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. There's something about how we dance in the moonlight, that look in your eyes.
We had a beautiful day in Toronto and then drove all the way to Montreal, where we have parked next to a park, and we're gonna cook some dinner before we explore the city tomorrow. Do something cool. Bean, high five. Nice.
We come alive. We come alive.
Easy, fast, cheap. Tacos are always a win.
What do you think, Griff?
You like tacos, Bean?
Good morning. We stayed at a really glorious parking lot in Montreal last night. But we're about to head to church, and then we're going to spend the day exploring Montreal. It is another beautiful day in Canada. We stayed at a KOA campsite last night to just kind of lump sum all the essentials: water, laundry, hot showers, dump our gray water tanks and everything. So we're cooking some breakfast, and then we are headed to a city that has been on my bucket list for a huge long time. And we have the next couple days to explore it. Well, typical John and Viv, we just got stuck at a winery for the entire afternoon. So we're not gonna go see anything in Quebec City today, but we made excellent friends with the owner and a bunch of people at the winery. So we got a bunch of great recommendations for what we're gonna do tomorrow.
So what are we gonna do the rest of today?
Snuggle in the van and make popcorn. Welcome to Quebec City, Canada, or as everyone here calls it, that we had no idea, Quebec City, I guess. Anyway, we are at a really cool waterfall just outside the town, but all the signs are in French and the name is in French, which we have no idea how to say. We don't know anything about it. So let's go check it out. finally made it to the historic part of Quebec City, and it's more than I could ever dreamed of. Behind me is the Chateau Frontenac, which is a gorgeous hotel. There's all these cute little streets, and it's so like French and gorgeous, and we just love it. So we're gonna keep exploring.
We're seated right outside of the Chateau Frontenac at a little restaurant for happy hour, and we're gonna try some escargot. Bon appetit.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We couldn't very well go to such a French place without getting some gelato. While we were at the winery the other day, just outside of Quebec City, we met a local who we were telling like, oh, we're gonna go out to Nova Scotia, and she was like, oh, are you gonna go up to the fjord? And John and I were like, what fjord? And she was like, well, just 3 hours north of Quebec City, there's a fjord and there's whales. So I told John, sorry, I don't care what you have to say. We're changing all our plans. We're driving up to see the whales, and then we'll go out to Nova Scotia. So we just got to the, I don't think this is right, but the Saguenay Fjord, which is just off the St. Lawrence River, and we have booked a whale watching tour. We've been told that there's belugas, there's humpback whales, there's blue whales, which are the biggest whales in the world. If you can't tell, I'm a whale person. And we're just gonna go have a fantastic morning. Never have I ever felt cooler in my whole life. Okay, that was incredible. We saw belugas, we saw humpback whales, fin whales, minke whales, the harbor porpoise, and gray seals. We didn't see the blue whale, but there's 3 here, and it's a big, lots of water, so we're not that surprised. The really cool part about this area where the fjord is that there's a helicopter going off, so 1 second. That's one way to go whale watching. Anyway, the fjord, which is the area that we were just looking for whales, was created by a glacier, and it's actually 300 meters deep. And what's super cool about it is the bottom half is saltwater and the top half is freshwater. So it creates a super cool ecosystem where there's tons and tons of fish, which is why a bunch of different types of whales come to feed here. We also learned on the way back, thankfully no one fell off, that there's crap ton of sharks in this area too, so that's exciting. She either said 500 or 500,000 great white sharks. I have a feeling it was 500, but that's still a lot, and yeah.
We are on our way to Nova Scotia, but we have to cross the St. Lawrence River, and the only way to do that is with a ferry. So we're in the RV line trying to figure that out in French.
Well, we were driving to Nova Scotia and we saw a sign for Prince Edward Island and we were like, what the heck, let's just go there. So we're here to explore a little because this island is famous for their red beaches, for just like gorgeous rolling farmland, Anne of Green Gables, and a couple other stuff. The Atlantic Ocean in Canada to be absolutely freezing cold, but it really wasn't that bad, like right on the beach. When we were whale watching the other day, it was 4 degrees Celsius, which is like 39-ish degrees Fahrenheit, and that was freezing cold.
Okay, lunch turned into a feast.
Come on, focus. Fresh lobster.
It's delicious.
Welcome to Nova Scotia. This was the place that was our whole goal in coming to Canada, and now that we're here, it's absolutely stunning. So we're just going to explore the whole island from the little coastal towns, which we're in now, all the way up to the highlands, which are supposed to be super beautiful. So we're excited.
I'm fed up with changes. Come pick me up, cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I just see her face wherever I look, she's standing in the crowd. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. Cause I just wanna see the light. I'm so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I won't see your face wherever I look. I'm blinded by the light. see the light. Yeah, I just wanna see the
We made it to the Cape Breton Highlands National Park, which is at the very tip of Nova Scotia, which half the people around here have already referred to as the end of the world. But we're in the national park, so we're gonna go on a hike. This place is famous because the mountains go directly into the ocean, and it kind of reminds us of Big Sur in California, but we're excited to explore and hopefully not find a moose.
So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light. I just wanna see the light.
Good morning. We spent the night last night in the national park, camped at a beautiful little campsite. Today, Griff and I are on an early morning hike to go see a waterfall that's not too far away, because turns out yesterday when we did the Skyline Trail hike, that's the only one in this whole park that doesn't allow dogs. But as I look around at this beautiful aspen grove, if I didn't know the ocean was like a 2-minute drive that direction, I would have no idea that I wasn't in somewhere like Colorado. Got a stick?
We are wrapping up our time in Nova Scotia, and it's been absolutely incredible, but we figured we needed to end it on a high note. So we're gonna do an activity of something that only happens 3 places in the entire world, and 2 of those places you can't get to, so this is the only place you can actually participate, and I'm amping it up so it's cool, and I honestly have no idea what to expect. So we're gonna just show you, and then after we'll explain what the heck we're doing.
To make something right, make up for what I lost. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. Things turned around, didn't ever think they could. I'm done with the bad, I need a little bit of good. Settled in the world, like everything is new. Stepped on a path that led me straight to you. I was down, but things are looking up. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should. I wanna get high on you, caught by surprise by you. Want you to make my heart feel as much as I know it should.
Okay, what John and I just did is called tidal bore rafting. Basically, this super unique thing happens only 3 places in the world, where there's a bay. Here it's the Bay of Fundy, that has a tide that comes in and gets narrower and narrower and narrower through different channels, and it basically creates these massive waves. The other two places that happens are the Arctic and the Amazon, which you can't get to. So Nova Scotia, Canada is the place to do this. This place is super unique because it has one of the highest recorded tides in the world at 54 feet. It's super cool and a unique experience, and we highly recommend it. Also, we're soaking wet and covered in mud.
Okay, now that we're all showered and clean, let me try to explain what we did just a little bit better. We jumped on a boat, paid 60 bucks, and we went out when the tide was at its absolute lowest. So when we were going out, you could see sandbars, it was super muddy, and the water was really, really calm and really, really shallow. Then you see this one wave coming at you, and that's the tidal bore. It's when the tide shifts completely and now comes in instead of out. And what happens then is the whole river begins to fill, and like 10 minutes after that tidal bore, what was once calm was then like 10-foot waves, and we just did a bunch of laps running around through those waves as they went over the sandbars, and tons of water went everywhere, and we got super muddy, and it was awesome. Overall, we absolutely adored Canada. We were only there for a couple of weeks, and we only saw a tiny glimpse of the East Coast, but we loved it. It was so much fun. Lots of adventures, many more to come. But that's a wrap on Canada. We are headed back to explore the northeast of the States and spend all fall working our way down the coast.